Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. It's KD Bowe Show in the studio with the sister of the sisterhood. Tasha Cobbs, what up?
Hey.
First of all, let me put some respect on your name.
Come on.
Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Come on. I love it. Don't just have a ring
like, how
to
long
it.
you been married?
2 years, March 3rd.
What's it like? Tell me.
It's awesome.
Really?
It is awesome. I love my husband. He's amazing. I'm missing him right now. I've been gone for too many days. It's time for me to get home.
Look at you. You still got the new marriage on your breath there, right
that's
there.
Right.
Yeah, people ask sometimes, people that's close to me, they ask how's marriage. I'm 10 years in this thing. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's also all full.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's work.
It ain't either or, it's both and.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, people, do you correct them when they say Tasha Cobbs?
I sure do.
Really?
Yes.
How you correct them? How you do it?
It's Leonard.
Tasha got Leonard?
Yes.
You say it like that?
It's Leonard. Leonard, or I say it's Miss Leonard now.
Really?
Yeah.
So
people forget, I was Cobbs for 35 years.
Yeah. They don't forget. They just
It's understandable.
Some people just being petty.
Okay, all right.
Petty wop.
Petty wop.
Yeah. So when I talk to you, the first thing I want to say is I think your voice is just dope. Yeah, like your voice is
thank you.
ridiculous. But do you get numb to that sometimes with people just talking about you and undulating over you and how great thou art and your voice?
Numb? I think it's
people say to me a lot. They say, "Hey, man, you got a great voice." And
you do have a great voice.
Thank you. So you find creative ways to say thank you. Be like, "Oh, man, thank you." Oh, really?
I appreciate it.
Oh, man, thank you. Do you do the same thing?
I do. I do, but it's still it's uncomfortable for me sometimes because I don't think I have the greatest voice. I really don't. I know that I'm called to do this, but I know people that can sing rings around me. You know what I'm saying? But I know my lane. I know that I'm a worship leader. I know that I have access into the presence of God. I can sing a little bit.
Now that's what I love about you. You do have that access. I mean, like what we're gonna get to all this stuff. You got a lot of stuff going on. But when you talk about access, like, is there a secret to getting to that access? Because when I go to one of your concerts, at first I'm enthralled by your voice, your range, the power, the dynamics.
Yeah.
But then you take me somewhere
that good.
I might have came to worship, but I ain't come to do the ugly cry. But it's like you'll be like, do the ugly cry, get in there. And
James Fortune call it weeping.
Right. So is there a key to that?
Yes. And you know what the key is personal relationship. The same way that I worship on the stage, I do that at my house.
Really?
I'll wake up, turn on the Bible app and just listen to it. Or sometimes I'll turn on worship. Or sometimes I just talk to God. I believe you have to have relationship with him. To be called a worship leader, I have to be able to lead you somewhere that I've already been. So if I've never experienced or encountered Jesus in my personal time, I can't take you there. So the main key is getting to know him for yourself.
So do you see people that are doing worship or leading worship, and in the back of your mind, you may not say it out loud, you'd be like, they ain't really spent no
You trying to get me in trouble.
I ain't say their names.
You know what? It is. And I've been there. I think we've all been there where sometimes you could just get so caught up in life and life becomes a routine, really. Even in leading worship, sometimes you have to be intentional about making sure you spend that time. I remember leading worship, even at the Dream Center sometime where I would be caught up in a routine, like show up, sing your 3 songs, sit down. And you're not really concerned because you're so caught up in other things. But I think that there comes a time where you mature and say, okay, I have to make sure that every day, at some point in my day, I meet Jesus and I spend time with him. And so now I think it's a growing process. So yeah, I see young worship leaders and I'm like, oh, I'm going to pray for them. I pray that they come out of whatever season that they're in. But the good thing is our God is so gracious. He's so loving. He's so kind. He's going to walk with us through our little seasons, and he'll be right there. You never lose your anointing or your gift.
Do you ever? Okay, hold on, slow down. You never lose it?
It's a gift.
And you never lose it?
You never lose your gift unless you choose to throw it away. Think about it.
So it's there.
We used to sing a song that says, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and we used to sing this. They would sing songs that scared you half to death. They used to sing a song that says, if you have a talent, use it for the Lord. Because if you don't use it, you will surely lose it. If you have a talent,
that's what I always thought.
Use it for the Lord. It's a gift. It is a gift. God is not an Indian giver.
So it may not be as cultivated if you don't use it?
You have to cultivate your gift.
Okay, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. He not snatching it from you. You throwing it away.
That's good. Thank you. You have blessed me. All right. Well, all right. It's been good having you, Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Yes.
So when I think about the business of gospel, I ask everybody this: the business of gospel and the gospel don't look anything alike. They look totally different. They look nothing alike. Because the thing is,
explain that.
Because meaning this. So when you're talking about the business of gospel,
okay,
there are times in which you have to make a decision and you got to say no. In the gospel, come one, come all. Free, give. It's freely given. But the business of it is what I believe the gospel part of the gospel. The free, come one, come all, give, the philanthropic part of it is what makes, I think, some business or corporations look at gospel with a little bit of a disrespect. Case in point.
Okay.
Sometimes concerts don't do well in the city of Atlanta because, think about it. If you got a concert at the Fox, $50, $60 to be able to go. Mm-hmm. But if you know you go to a mega church here and your pastor's going to bring them in and you're going to be able to see them for free on Sunday, what's going to happen to that concert on Saturday? Think about it.
I hear you.
Yeah, so it becomes a bit of a challenge. But for you, I'm asking you specifically, how do you thrive in the business of gospel as you have thrived in the ministry of gospel?
I think they offer two different things. If I come on a Sunday morning, more than likely the pastor has brought me in as a guest worship leader or a guest artist, which allots 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You don't have the time, like we were just talking. There's not enough time allotted for me to dig into the prophetic ministry that I have.
But if people just want to see Tasha Cobbs Leonard, then you think
they want the experience. I even in Atlanta, I've come to Atlanta. I've done paid shows in Atlanta where people have to pay. And I think of it differently. When I think I'm coming to Atlanta to do a show and I want them to receive a life-changing experience. If they put a $25 seed down on this, I'm going to give everything that I have. I want to dig into every gift that I have to make sure that their lives are changed forever. That's how I feel. I'm never going to get on the stage and just offer a couple songs and go sit down. I don't want to rate people like that. If people because $25 is a lot of money. If I'm putting $25 down, I want to have a life-changing experience.
So are you saying you're not going to do that if you go on a Sunday morning? They still
on a Sunday morning, it's not as much time. You see what I'm saying? So a pastor can't give me an hour and a half.
But do you think people care like that?
I do. I really do. And sometimes on Sunday mornings, that's the appetizer. And people are like, I want her to come back because I need this for an hour and a half.
That's good.
Instead of 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I think we have to think of it that way. Yes, gospel, sometimes the other genres are like, we're spoiled because y'all always have a platform. Other genres are like, you can go anywhere on a Sunday morning. We have to wait until people call us to book us.
Yeah, but for free though. We think about gospel, we think free. Most of us do.
You think everybody thinks free?
I work on Praise 102.5 gospel.
Well, let's break that down right now.
But when I say free, meaning this. All right, I love the music. I just don't really want to buy it. I love my pastor. I love the word that he gives. But the thought of him driving a Maybach or a jet is a problem for me. They think philanthropic. You know what I'm saying? And this is my experience. This is what I have seen.
No.
So the challenge is, when you want to come in on the business side, say, hey, we want to do something, we do that. Well, I don't really want to, But here's what you will do. You won't, some people won't pay a lot of money for A-level talent, gospel. But they will pay money because they understand that that's the only way I'm going to get them for C-level, B-level, secular talent. That's a problem for me.
It is a problem.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
because the same way that they have to pay their teams, their staff, drummers, keyboard players, singers, these people have to be paid. They have families.
Yeah.
So we in gospel, they're not lending their gifts. It's their job.
Talk on that. That's good.
Yeah, it's their job. So a lot of times people will say, well, this gospel artist charge this, and you have to tally it up. They have a staff of people, booking agents. They have assistants, personal assistants, people that make sure they're covered when they're on the road. Then you have band, singers, all of these people who help you to produce all of this music that everybody loves. they have to be paid. And so where would this money come from if we did everything for free?
That's good. Okay.
Same thing with pastors. Pastors now, and I get what you're saying, because now in social media it's a huge thing. Everybody's building it up and blowing it up. But pastors, they're now launching out into businesses. They're producing books. They're doing all of these kind of things. I don't know. There are pastors who have what's those things, y'all? Cufflinks, lines, that kind of stuff. They're finding ways to produce money for themselves.
Right.
And a lot of times people they can only see what's right in front of them.
Right.
This is my pastor. He preaches on Sunday. But yes, he also has books. He also sells CDs. He's also doing this. And so you have to expand your mind. Now, just like you want to be a business owner, so does this pastor.
Wow.
And he's producing things for himself. He's not taking your tithe to go buy a Maybach. It's not enough.
So this is good. So, a sheep can only see 6 feet ahead of him.
Oh, wow. Come on
A
now.
sheep can only see 6 feet ahead of him. What you just said, bless
Tunnel
me.
vision.
Because they don't see outside of the fact that there's a world outside of what you see 6 feet ahead of you. And that's a message.
So good.
I won't preach that, but that's a message.
Good.
You have a total line. I mean, really, what you have done, even on the ministry side, I think you've done it better than I've seen a lot of people, and you've merged the business with it very well. Like the essence of who you are, you've made a way to be able to provide for your family, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
Talk to me about your lines. You have, what is this? It's Fritz?
Fritz Eyewear.
What's it called?
Fritz Eyewear.
Fritz!
Yes.
You
named after my father. JoJo has some on right now.
Give them to me in my hand, JoJo. Give them, your mama say, give it to me in my hand.
Give it to me.
Give it to me in my hand. They go, oh, okay. Is it prescription?
You can put your prescription in them, yes.
All right, okay.
Come on, KD.
This is a mess. Okay, I won't be wearing this, but this is good.
But I have some for you, for sure.
What I'm saying to you is that I like how they, like the weight of them.
Yeah.
They're not too heavy, so that tells me if these are not expensive, I would be shocked because they feel expensive.
They are high-end lens.
Yeah, they feel expensive. They got that weight.
We got to present excellence.
These are so dope.
Thank you.
This is crazy. Okay, so you have shades as well.
We have one more pair, the shades.
Really? Okay.
So that pair comes in 3 different. You can get a purple lens as a shade or the black lens as a shade. And then we have, about 5 more.
What made you decide to do the lenses as opposed to what were you talking about?
I'm excited about this. So this is named after my father. My father went to be with the Lord 4 years ago, and I wanted to do something to honor him. So before he would end his services, before dismissal, he would always say, "Love everybody." Wow. And so when I thought about it, I was like, okay, my whole family we love eyewear, we love glasses. And so when I went to do it, I said, I want to do this to honor my dad. And over every lens, I pray over all of them. And my prayer is
wait, really?
Mm-hmm. I pray that when people put them on, they would see people through the lens of my father, through the lens of love.
Oh, you just messed me up. I've got to guess. Okay. Now, what are these called?
Those are the Tasha frames.
Can a man wear the Tasha frame?
No.
Yeah, it's a little extra.
You're wearing it right now, but please don't wear them out.
Right. It's a whole lot. Right?
But we do have men's frames.
Really?
Yes.
And
they are, of course, called the Kenny frames.
The who?
Kenny. They're named after my
your husband. Yeah, the
Kenny
frames. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is nice. What do they typically run?
Those
range
about $125.
And they're not expensive.
No, not bad.
Oh, you just messed me up. Okay, I thought.
And
they
you
were
can put
expensive.
your prescription in every last. You can take them to your doctors.
Really?
And put your prescription in any of them.
Done deal. My next glasses are going to be Fritz frames. Fritz eyewear. Fritz eyewear. So then you have the other line, Curve Athletic. Tell me about that one.
So this is one I've been working on for 4 years. It's taking some time, but I'm so excited about it. Some things take longer to birth, Sure. So this one is a plus size athletic wear line. I'm a plus size girl. Everybody knows that. Excited about it. Love it.
Do you own that? Like there are people that. It's feel like
fluffy girl.
Right. Do you own it though? It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man.
I am. As long as you're healthy. I work out. I have a trainer, all that kind of stuff. Very good. As long as you're healthy, taking care of yourself, be proud of your body.
I love it.
And this is going to push. So this is for sizes 12 to 26. And it's athletic athleisure wear. 12
ain't really plus size though.
It is.
You just said that to be nice?
It's not in our community.
No.
You a skinny girl if you're 12.
About 18, girl. You don't see all this? Right. the girl. What?
Yeah. So anyway, we got some for the size 12 girls.
Okay.
And it's athleisure wear, so you can wear it in the airports. You can wear it on a date. Yes. Or you can wear it to work out. And I was kind of looking at. I love to wear athletic wear. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm a sneakerhead, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so sometimes as a plus size girl, you want something that holds you and hug you. Tighten you up. We like to wear the body, the body cinchers and all that kind of stuff. And so the way it's designed, that the fabric, it does that. It's a firm fabric.
Really?
That's breathable, and it's not rolling down. My big girls know what I'm talking about. It don't roll down when you work out. When you sit down, it's firm. It's gonna hold you together, and it's cute, girl.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, we're releasing that this summer. It should be out by the end of June.
You got it for guys or just for girls?
Just for girls. It's called Curve.
Well, dudes is curvy too.
So you don't want to wear nothing that's called Curve,
Pretty sure I don't, but I'm just saying.
No.
Okay, throw it out there. Hey, but this is Atlanta. Let's throw that out
my
there too.
next business venture is going to be for men. You know that? They always say that to me. What you got for the men? Okay. Well, my next one.
Well, I'm gonna rock it with the eyewear for right now.
Yes, get your wife some curves.
I will. She got them curves. Hold on. Don't let them take me there. She got them curves, boy.
Yes, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, and I'm glad that you're branching outside of the norm.
Yeah,
you ain't waiting for the next gig.
Yes,
I believe that we should have multiple streams of income.
Absolutely,
sound like you're doing it.
Come on, preach it
very well.
Yeah.
You Know My Name. Was that song birthed out of something or what? That song is crazy. And I'm glad we're playing it.
You know what? With You Know My Name was the first song that we wrote for Heart, Passion, Pursuit. Yeah, we were doing writing sessions around the world. We went to LA to do some sessions, and this one I did it in Nashville.
Okay.
And the songwriter, he came in and he said, he was like, I have this song. He was like, if you don't like it, it's okay. He said, but I feel like you got some soul in your voice. And so he started to say, you know my name. And immediately I was like, okay, I want to hear this. And so I began to write, no fire can burn me. And we pulled it together, and now we have the You Know My Name. And I think at that moment, I wasn't thinking about just how deep this would speak to people. Because there are some people who are dealing with identity crisis from young ages where people spoke things over their lives that God didn't speak over them. And so now this song is telling them, no, you're the head and not the tail. You're above and not beneath. God knows who you are. And it doesn't matter what they said about you. This is who you are. And I believe that's why it speaks so much to people. Yeah. It's
amazing, man. So I'm really honored that you're here, and I'm glad that you are just doing some big things.
Thank you.
Next horizon is I need a little niece or nephew.
Come on.
Okay.
Speak that thing. It's happening. It's happening.
That's what you want?
Well, yes. Well, let's say nephew, because I don't want to have to do no hair.
Well, okay. Well, you look, you be like my mama. I got a girl with a boy. She had 5 boys and 1 girl, and she came with a boy.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be praying for that.
Thank you.
I'm batting 1,000 on that for most people that when they want children.
Yeah.
And if you want it, and if I pray for that,
you
got to make sure you want it.
I want it.
Then that's gonna happen.
Yes, thank you.
Just put a K in the name somewhere.
Well, that's not hard.
I know because your husband's name is. Oh man. Okay, I ain't gonna know it's for me. It's for him. For that joker. Tasha Cobbs, I appreciate you, huh? Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Thank you. I probably should say Tasha Leonard, huh?
That's fine. That's my name.
Tasha Leonard.
Got a ring to it. You know my name.
I know. See what I did right there? Praise 102.5.